Hello everybody, welcome back. We have another VOD review. This is Diamond support. I guess I just want to know how to best play around my own team when they are tilting in comms. I also prefer support, but sometimes I feel like I would be more impactful in other roles in certain circumstances. So this is an interesting one. I know a lot of people feel this need to like, well, what if I play another role of this? I try to tell people not to do stuff like that. Like just play the role and the characters that you enjoy. And the wins and losses, that will come and go as you get better at the game. So don't try to force it. Don't try to flex. There are very few people who enjoy multiple different roles. Very rare thing. And even then, there's a lot that goes into it. So just focus on support. In order to, if you have people on your team that are tilting, the best thing that you can do for yourself, in my opinion, is actually just to mute people and play your game. And don't worry about it. Doesn't matter what they can say, what they do. All that matters is you're playing your game, and that is it. So the second people start to turn on each other, just mute them. Keep going. Hopefully things get better. Hey, playing Cloak. Nice. Okay. That's unfortunate. All right, that happens. Ah, okay. Getting some stuff so far. I'm seeing some lack of intentionality. Yeah, I'm seeing some lack of intentionality so far, but I want to watch a little bit farther before we start saying anything. Yeah, that's not a good window. Okay, this is a really common thing that we see with supports. So I'm going to break it down basically as quickly as I can. You want to be very intentional with all of your actions, with your positioning, with your primary fires, with your windows, with your bubbles, with everything, right? And so right here, the whole time, we've already used 12 shots and nobody's even damaged, right? There's no reason to actually heal because nobody's taking damage. So this may sound really simple, and it's like, yeah, but I'm healing. I should be healing, right? Well, actually, no, you shouldn't because nobody's damaged. Still nobody's damaged. Like, okay, now the mag is about to start taking damage. Now you can do some healing. And then you see, like, the second that he starts taking damage, you're already in a reload animation, right? So it sounds like I'm kind of nitpicking, right? But these things really are important. The next thing is, who are you healing? It feels like we're just kind of like throwing our primaries down main. And then whoever it heals is whoever it heals. And then again, like now that we do need to heal, not healing, right? And he's dead. So it is really important just make sure like we're really focused in on like, why are we healing? What are we healing? When are we healing? And like really pay attention to that so we're not being absent-minded. The next thing is when we talk about our abilities and what each one does, the way I like to use Cloak is you want to use the windows for burst healing on people when they're low. So right now we've seen 2 windows this life that haven't really been useful. Let's go back. There was this window right here, right? Nobody's really damaged. I mean, the Moon Knight's kind of damaged, but we could just primary fire because he's not really in danger. And then now that... See, we primary fire, and he actually gets full health, right? See, right here, we primary fire. He gets the full health. And then now that he's at full health, now the window comes out. So this is just not... It's not a good use of the window. And window's actually, like, kind of a long cooldown now. Dagger's Light Veil gives a 50% boost to healing received, which I believe also affects your other strategies. Yes, so when you put people in the window, you see their health bar, it changes. Technically, let's see if we can go back. So right now, you see it just looks like a normal health bar. Once you throw the window out, they're going to get a green bar around their health bar. And so not only does the window itself give healing, but now it puts them in a state where they get bonus healing. They get 15% more healing per healing for everybody, right? So you really want to make sure we use that at the right time. And then your bubble is going to be, it's a very niche ability because it can't move. It can only heal in a certain area, and it's healing over time. And so what it's primarily used for is this is for you and your other support. So you throw this down, you stand in it, you guys stay together if you're being dove, stuff like that. The only other real option for it is if like a tank or something needs to stay and hold a spot and they can't move back, but they need healing as well, right? So then you could throw it down and then the tank can anchor down in that spot. In order to do that though, you have to know that a tank is safe in a spot, and that takes like a wider level of knowledge than you probably have right now, right? And so yeah, so there's that. Now when we talk about our blinding window, I think this is great instincts here. Unfortunately, this is, I like that we go into cloak form, right? This is good. We have a magic in our backline. We're going to start doing some damage. That's fine. You don't just want to throw out the terror cloak, the blind, right away, right? You need to know the difference between a soft dive and a hard dive. This was a soft dive. The magic is going in. Actually, this is technically a hard dive, but she missed, right? She already dove. So at this point, she's already getting out. You see? Guys, anyway, like the cloak didn't really help. Or the blind didn't really help. So when you want to do a blind, you want to do it on people who are in for a long time, essentially, right? The magic was on her way out, so it's just not really all that useful. And then again, like the bubble, not super great. A window probably would have been better there. That window, not very great because we already had a bubble. Your team already died. And then like the mag is at full health. So not really great window. Now we don't have it for when we need it. And now look at our health. Our health is at 100. And that would be a really great time to have a bubble for ourselves, right? There we go. That's a good window. Here, like, what are we aiming at? This is what I really don't like about Cloak. Cloak enables, like, bad habits to stack up. When you're... Here, we're going to jump all the way over to practice range real quick. He just enables, like, bad habits, right? Like, if you go play Cloak, you can, it's really easy to just slip into this habit of, like, I'm gonna throw, look how far we can heal from. That's actually just doing damage. How far can we heal from? And it's gonna hit. Let's see. Like, look how far we can heal from and still hit the bot. Like, this is so far. And so when you're playing this and you're just kind of like absentmindedly throwing things out, it just like gets you into the habit of doing that, which is really, really not good. So what I want you to do is just be really intentional. I am healing this bot in the middle right now. Okay, I need to heal the bot on the left. I need to heal the bot on the left because they're low, right? The other thing to pay attention to is if you notice something, I'm healing this bot. The other bot's getting healed as well. Her healing does AoE, okay? Right? It does AoE. I'm healing both of them. And so be really intentional about the person that you're picking in order to heal as many people as you can. The next thing, since we're here, we're kind of just, this is an information overload on how to play Cloak. But your heal priority, this is something Flats talked about a lot, and it's basically who you heal first and why, right? Go back 4 minutes in. So your healing priority, it goes like this. Number 1, your other support. First and foremost, you keep your other support up. I don't care who else is damaged. If your other support is critical, they come first, because if they die, everybody else dies, right? Number 1, your other support. Number 2 is a DPS. And tied with a DPS is a tank that's low. If a tank is low or critical, they actually jump up, okay? Until then, if a tank is not critical, then it's your DPS. Then a critical tank. Then at the end, you just have a tank who's kind of slightly hurt. Now, I could go into why and all that other stuff, but for right now, just know that is the priority, okay? Once again, use our bubble. Heal yourself up. Use your bubble. I don't like this. So, for support ults in this game, really, until you hit like high GM, I don't really want you using them offensively. And the reason is because you're playing with other people who are not high GM. They're not very good at using them offensively, that you just don't get a lot of value out of it. With the exception of like Ultron, Gambit, Jeff. There's probably one more, but I'm forgetting about it. With those 3 exceptions, like, you really just don't want to use it offensively. Again, and like the main reason is just your team is not going to get the value out of it. You want to use them defensively. See, that's a good window. This would be a good time to bubble, knowing that Strange ulted, right? And so my team needs healing in this spot. They're not going to move. And you see, green team uses their ults defensively, and they just win the fight. Okay, I missed some chat. What's up, Charizard? How's it going?
Still here. Don't you put me out.
Oh, now we're on Rogue. Okay. So I already said, but just I want to reiterate, like, play the character that you're most comfortable with. Play the role that you're most comfortable with. And the role that you have the most fun with. Uh-oh. Oh, now we have latency. Okay, we got 2 kills. W key. I'm not sure what you want from this. If you want a support or a tank review. Ooh, that's risky. All right. Follow the terror. Okay. Pick her up and out. Nice try. Ah, yeah. I've been playing a lot of Rogue recently. If you're gonna grab a
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks. I got you covered.
huh? Oh, okay, there it is. If you're gonna play Rogue into Magic, you want to grab her after she portals. That's when she's. But yeah, it's just better to play characters that you enjoy and roles that you're really comfortable with, rather than like, well, my team needs a tank, so I'm gonna try to play tank. It'd be better to just have one tank, but everybody's on characters that they really know. Unfortunately, as much as I hate solo tanking. That's just reality. Oh, nice. E! Get close! Get close! There you go. Nice. Get out, get out, get out. Yep. Yep, Caesar. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Okay, I can give you some general rogue tips. Your number one movement ability is actually your punch, your block punch. So you hold right click and left click. That's your number one movement ability. It's the shortest cooldown. So in general, it's like, I need to move somewhere. That's what I'm going to use. The rest of them are kind of like a bit more specific. So this would if you need to get out, E is generally the way you get out, because you not only move a lot with E, but you also get up and out of the way. And so if people want to keep shooting you, they have to make a decision. Do they keep shooting down main, or do they look up with you? Obviously, you didn't have it in this scenario, but it happens. But E is generally your get up. Also, when you use your uppercut kick, go back into the practice range real quick. When you use your uppercut kick, you don't have to use the kick immediately. You can actually like you can usually do a lot of things in between there. This is generally what I do. So you use that to move around, then you can use the E, then you can use dash, and then you can dive down, and then you can kick, right? So you can cover a lot of ground really quickly. With your grab, you can even use that as a movement ability if you really need to. Like, I really need to get out of here. It's better to have a 25-second cooldown than a death. So don't be afraid to do that. And then, like, knowing the combos and how to do things like that is really important. But again, this just kind of highlights like what you want from the game. If you want to go play rogue, like go play rogue and put in some time and effort into like really learning the combos and the character and how to be a tank and hold space and all that. But it's not a simple thing. So we died here. We died. Right about here. Is this it? I think this is where we died, no? No, we haven't seen this. Goodness. What a messy VOD review. Again, I'm sorry. I was sick for a long time. Alright. Now we're back. Nice. Get the kill. Oh, finish killing the squid. Oh, there she is. Focus the cloak. Nice. Bubble yourself. Good. Oh, focus the cloak. Ah, we used our punch to try to get killed there? Maybe? Yeah, you don't want to do that. Either that or that was an accident. You're getting out at good times. You're a little bit slow to it, but I mean, we're in diamond, so we get away with it, which is nice. And that's probably it. Might as well ult. Why not? Play the game. Hopefully somebody portaled. Nobody portaled. Great. Lovely. All right. Hate to see it. Okay, are we back on cloak now? Is that right? Going crazy. No, now we're on rocket. Okay. Rocket. Gotcha. Where's the beacon? Oh, okay, beacon. Nice. Perfect. Love to see it. Thank you, Jake. Oh, there's magic. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. So, let me introduce you to the concept of the attention economy. All right. So when we're here, we're not paying attention. We're trying to break a wall. When over here, what does this magic want, right? This magic, she wants you to stop healing. And so people on your team die, right? In general, the best way to do that is to kill a support. If they're dead, they can't heal. Mission accomplished, right? The other way to do that is by literally just turning their attention away, and so they can't get healing, okay? So while you're looking over here this whole time, your team is not getting your healing, okay? Now that's really important, because that's exactly what divers want. And so while you turn around, your whole team is peeling, somebody gets left behind. Normally, it's one of your tanks. In this case, it's an Ultron. But you have to be paying attention to like what the enemy team wants. This magic literally isn't good. They're not doing anything amazing. All they did was pull the attention away from the front line, and now their team has a huge advantage. So pay attention whenever you're healing. Oh no, Strange is back. What happened? Ultron dies. That's probably game. That's literally all it takes to lose a game, is like lose your attention for a couple seconds. Uh-oh, we portaled. Uh-oh, should we not know? Why are we Strange ulting? What? What? Yeah, this is one of those games where it's just like, all right, if everybody wants to tilt, just mute and go next and try to learn what we can. Oh. Ult. Good. Nice. Oh. There we go. No, why are we? Okay. No. Okay. So this is what I wanted to point out earlier. I feel like a lot of the time we're not using Rocket's one of his best abilities, which is his wall climb, right? We're kind of here is better, but now we run out in the open. Once we're in the open, now we're a prime target, And then we use it. We have to use our dash because we're not near a wall, right? Whereas if we're near a wall, we start climbing and then we insta dash. We use the rocket tech, and now we're up here. Now we're fine. Plus, one added benefit is we can turn and we can still be healing because now we're floating down like this, right? So do that, and then you want to stay by walls. Instead, we're like, we dash from out in the open to once again out in the open, right? Like, to really hammer the point home. Right here, and we were right here, okay? We have walls here. We have a wall here. We have walls here. All of this, like, this is all safety. We went from a, you know, pretty far from a wall to even farther from a wall. It's just not what safety actually is. So, if we're gonna play Rocket, we gotta know like what safety is. It's walls. Works out. Plus, it takes more resources for magic to get to you. Absolutely. Good lord.
Good medicine.
Okay, what's the goal here? Yeesh, you are lucky. Okay, and there it is. So, you're just playing the wrong character. Like, this is not what Rocket does. What you're doing here is going to hold you back, right? Because a better Spidey, a better Moon Knight, a better tank, if somebody's playing Cap, if somebody's playing Hulk, like, you just die for this. And even this team, like, they try and they actually secure a kill on you. Like, this is just asking, it's putting yourself in a bad position to get punished. And then now we don't know that, like, Namor's behind us. Whereas if we were over here the whole time, right? We're kind of near our beacon. We're hanging out. We're near our other support. We notice, hey, there's a Namor flanking, right? We could throw some balls over here and throw some balls over there. We're fine. We're at a spot. We have cover this way, right? I thought it was really hard for Cap to get up there. That's true. Cap is probably not the right one. Yeah, your positioning pre-fight literally, like, lost you guys that fight.
This is a nice spot.
You gotta touch, you gotta touch, you gotta touch, you gotta touch. And there it is. Unfortunate. Wow. Okay, so we learned a lot there. A lot of micro tips kind of all over the place. And then some positioning tips there at the end. Definitely, we don't need to be taking and doing unnecessary damage. Hulk, Stranger, Angela, or Thor could all pretty easily. Yes, absolutely. So, anyway, I hope this helps. If you have any more questions, please let me know. But yeah. Definitely don't run out. I mean, a Widow, a Hanzo, a Punisher, a Loki, like the list goes on and on. Phoenix, Hela. You just don't put yourself in that position. Hanzo? Did I say Hanzo? Hawkeye. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. God bless. Catch you in the next one. Bye.